presentation of RVT Entertainment.
This isn't about the dead, it's about the living. It's about my mother. It's about my sister. It's about my wife. It's about the 14 years it took me to go from undesirable to un-goddamn deniable.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dues paid in full, gunning to be the best.
I'll always light the way, and all you have to do is let me in.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on thebrokeninfinite.com, poundamag.com, iTunes. I fucked up the intro because I'm concentrating on the fact that apparently OBS is fucking up. Let me try that again. Welcome to the Wrestle Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on poundamag.com, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else we find this fine audio recording live on RVT Entertainment's Twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both for the mainstream and independent. I used to do this for 10 years. Used to. Independent scene, my name's Matty, that is TWK.
Wrestle Cast, let me hear your words.
Nice. And of course, we're joined as per usual with Shintigercurl, everybody.
Hello. It is I, your old friend, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne.
I'm Minoru Suzuki.
I am not Minoru Suzuki. I am a Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. See, I have bitter end. I'm British. Bangers and mash. Top of the morning to all of you.
God damn it, it's doing the echo thing again.
This is the worst disguise ever.
This would not happen if you had the great Minoru Suzuki on your show. Mate? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Aha! I tricked you. You all thought it was your friend, Pete Dunne, but in reality it was me! Rip. The Bruiserweight Pete Dunne.
Hey!
Hey, I totally fooled you. You didn't expect that I would be under the mask, did you?
Have to do a little bit of but don't keep going, Pete. I keep distracting the crowd. I need to adjust this shit because Voice Meter Banana decided to go reboot. Gonna fuck up all your audio shit again, Matty. Go fuck yourself. See, that's what happens when shit goes sideways. I go sideways.
Well, if you really are Pete Dunne, let me just ask you a question. What is AJ Styles?
That is a very simple question with a very simple answer. He is a woman.
Aha! That is Pete Dunne. That is indeed Pete.
But he just competed for the Universal title like just last month.
I don't understand why they're letting a woman compete for the man's belt. He is clearly a woman.
What leads you to that conclusion?
His long, luxurious hair, his firm yet supple breasts, and the fact that he is extremely emotional when it comes to playing the video games.
Well, to be fair, he is a bitch, T-Dub.
Yes, a bitch, female dog. Ergo, AJ Styles is a woman.
All right, so for those wondering why the intro is a little wonky this week, like I said, Voice Meter Banana, which is what I use to make sure everybody hears everybody during the call, during the program, during the stream, and all that stuff. It decided to go full-on reset, and I have to reset everything. So if it sounds a little wonky, that's why. And OBS decided to double whammy, and now it's telling me that I'm losing frames.
Well, at the very least, it does seem like the crowd is still hearing us, and we're still recording.
Good. And this is a static shot of an image and all that stuff. So that being said, if we somehow drop and we keep recording, the VOD will be available on our YouTube channel tomorrow evening. Of course, the MP3 version is always on Spotify and Podomatic. So if we lose you, we apologize. Or at least I apologize. Shit is deciding to not work at 100% for whatever reason.
On this week of all weeks.
Can you imagine that shit?
On a week that is all elite.
Fucking A. And also, you're very loud. I'm trying to adjust things, folks. Trust me, I am adjusting things. Not on your end, it's all on my end, so don't worry about adjusting your shit. You are coming in just fine. Loud and clear.
That's disgusting. Why would I want to adjust my shit?
That's a little graphic, Matty. How dare you? That's also very personal. That's an invasion of privacy.
Anyway, Revolution. That is the thing we were talking about this evening. We will, of course, discuss it in our third segment as per usual. That is our preview. We got news type stuff and things, winners and losers. We may do a Q&A, but we will see how the evening goes, of course. That being said, I'm not going to waste your time or mine. I'm going to go straight to why you're here. Let's talk about the wrestling stuff. And we begin, ladies and gentlemen, with some rather interesting news coming out. And for those wondering, yes, the Young Bucks is clip of the week, but that's for third seg. But no, this first clip, news coming out of the world's largest color commentator. And for that, we go to Tony Schiavone. Take a listen.
I want to tell you, Paul, or G as I call you, man, it's going to be great working with you side by side. And welcome to Dynamite. Welcome to All Elite Wrestling. You can hear the fans.
I love it. Hey, raise your hand if you saw this turn coming. No, honestly, Tony, you know what? You've known me since I had long hair and a bright future. So we've known each other a long time, and I just want to say how incredibly happy I am to be here at AEW. Thank you. Definitely. Starting out on TNT, and then I get a chance to come back to TNT after all this time. It's an unbelievable honor to be here, and I look forward to working with the amazing talent here at AEW. And you and I have an opportunity to work together, because Tony Schiavone and I will be heading up a new show on AEW called Elevation, where I will get a chance to do a passion of mine and do some great color commentating on some amazing AEW talent. And just so you know that I'm taking my color commentating job seriously, Tony, you're not the only one that gets the big scoops, buddy.
Really? What do you mean?
I have the biggest scoop ever. This Sunday at Evolution, AEW is going to hire, put in contract, a Hall of Fame worthy talent that is a huge surprise and a huge asset to AEW. Yeah, but listen, it's not who you think. But this Sunday, you're gonna find out who it is, and I want you to know that I knew who it was first. Tune in to find out who we get.
Now, notice Big Show said Hall of Fame worthy talent, as in, it's a big, huge fucking star. It's not who you think. So a lot of people were thinking, is it CM Punk? Is it CM Punk? Is it CM Punk? You know, I got a couple of ideas.
Eyes, what do you see? The man who's not an A-dub.
He said it. He's tweeted it so many times. Not him. Not him. Not him. And Tony Khan says it's one of his favorite wrestlers, so who the fuck is it? Well, I got a couple ideas. Either Punk is playing the kayfabe game, which, I mean, he may be a little rusty, but it's Punk. He knows how to play the kayfabe game. He can wear a mask if he wants to. And not one of them important masks you have to wear at the supermarket, the lucha masks. Or Bork Laser. I know. Some of you are going boo. Go ahead, boo. But here's the thing. Brock is a money man. If Vinnie Mac don't want to give him the money or can't give him the money, he'll find someone who will give him the money. And let's be honest, how many Hall of Fame worthy athletes do you know could pull that announcement without getting everybody disappointed?
Or
as long as they don't put world title on him for 2.5 years again.
Yeah.
Yeah, after we had an absolute workhorse as a world champion for most of 2020, giving it to Brock would be a major step down.
Yeah, this is it does not make sense. Let's put it that way. But again, how many guys can you it's not the Undertaker, he can't fucking wrestle or doesn't wish to wrestle anymore.
It's everybody. I already know the answer. It's obvious. It's the reason why we haven't seen him on television lately. It's the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal. Thank you, everyone.
Clearly, yes. Yes. Talk about Hall of Fame level talent.
I mean, to us, he's Hall of Fame. To us, to the Wrestle Cast, he's Hall of Fame worthy. To the rest of the world, I'm pretty sure they want to hinder the Jinder if they do that.
Here's the thing. Jinder Mahal on WWE's India show drew millions of viewers. More people watched him wrestle on that show than watched Drew McIntyre on Monday Night Raw during his entire run.
In India. There's a difference here. We're talking about America, North America. There might be a big thing. I'm not going to say there isn't. I'm not going to say if there is or isn't a big market for AEW in India. That's not me. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
They're going to have their whole, death match barbed wire stuff. And then after the dust is settled, Jinder's going to come out. He's going to pin the winner. 1, 2, 3, new world champion. And he's going to hold the AEW world title for 6 years straight.
See, you got him started, Shin. You shouldn't have done that.
Why wouldn't I? I mean, he has an epic perm. Nobody in AEW has an epic perm. Come on, name me somebody with a perm in AEW.
Kenny Omega has a good perm.
That's a white boy perm. I'm talking about a proper perm.
The only person that comes anywhere near close at all right now is Brian Pillman Jr.
Yeah.
This is more of a mullet, not a perm.
Yeah, very true, very true. I'm trying to think. Max Caster?
He's working on one, to be fair.
He's working on it. He hasn't graduated to full-on perm.
Oh, you got a point then.
Wait,
got somebody. Tony Khan himself. That's it.
No. Too much of a pencil neck geek, unfortunately.
Unless if you can sit down and not leave 2 gallons of grease on a sofa bed after you lay your head down on it, then it's not a proper perm.
So we got to be a little serious because this is kind of a big. They're making this a big deal. Who do you guys think it is?
Let's see. Outside of Brock Lesnar or Punk, I mean, fuck. What other free agents are there?
That's the big. That's like it's not going to be Kurt Angle because he's Hall of Fame. I'm looking at the words of Hall of Fame worthy, and it's not who you think. A lot of people are going to think it's CM Punk, so it's definitely not CM Punk. Some people are saying Bork Laser. I'm like, he's not under contract with WWE right now.
True.
It would be hilarious just to discover what Vince's reaction would be if Brock were to show up at AEW.
To be a fly in that wall, to see him destroy everything in his damn office in Stanford. My God. That would be epic right there. That'd be worth pay-per-view money.
Somebody in my Facebook wrestling group posted a picture of 8 people who could be it.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, some are possible, others not so much, and one is downright never going to happen. Already mentioned Kurt Angle.
Mm-hmm.
Already mentioned CM Punk. Already mentioned Bork.
Mm-hmm.
We got unless he signed a Legends contract or something. Christian is on this.
I'd say, judging by his recent appearance in the Rumble, he probably signed something short term enough to not be possible this month at least. I don't think it's Christian Cage.
Another possibility brought up is John Cena.
Does he? Oh my God! Does he have a contract with the Fed? That's ooh.
He's still filming up in Canada for his television show for HBO.
Yeah, and he would have to go through the quarantine and everything else. It's a big ask.
Next one is the whole damn show, Rob Van Dam.
Christian and RVD show, either Christian or RVD show up, it's an oversell and people will be disappointed. And I think we'd be calling their ass out on that shit too.
This one, I don't even know why he's on this list because he's definitely not even Hall of Fame worthy. Cain Velasquez.
UFC Hall of Fame, yes.
The UFC Hall of Fame, if that's what they're going for, fair enough. But
that's not what it sounded like. And that, once again, disappointed fans.
I mean, there might be some MMA fans who might be interested in Jake Hager versus Cain Velasquez. Fair enough, but nah.
And the last one is so damn improbable, it makes all the other choices seem like sure locks. One thing, he's not even worthy to be called anywhere near Hall of Famer. And for another, I don't think any wrestling company would want to touch him after what he said. Ryback.
Ooh, no. I mean, Hall of Fame in his own goddamn head, fair enough, but no. Fuck
That's
you.
right. I'm going to the All Elite Wrestling, and I'm going to win the All Elite Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship after I eat this delicious burger from Burger King.
Because I'm the big guy.
Head so far his own damn ass, he pin himself in a schoolboy.
As for my picks, part of me has a feeling that even though he said he doesn't want to go to AEW, I'm really tempted to say that he might go. Maybe the national treasure, Nick Aldis.
Hall of Fame worthy, current world champion. The NWA has announced that they are returning to pay-per-view, I believe, the weekend of Fastlane, the day of Fastlane.
Almost certain it's the same night.
Yeah, it's the same night. And, I could buy it, but I don't know if everyone's going to buy it. But it's a good theory. I'm not going to... Let's not discount it. It's not a bad theory.
The only non-WWE name that would not be a disappointment when it comes to Hall of Fame caliber talent would be Minoru Suzuki. That's it. That is it.
I mean... If we're going to throw in New Japan in this, Minoru Suzuki, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kazuchika Okada, he's had a Hall of Fame worthy career already. Naito would probably fit in there.
Ishii, maybe.
Ishii, hard sell, but I know we'd buy it, but would everybody?
Yeah, like when it comes to non-WWE, it would almost have to be something like Okada, Tanahashi, or Suzuki.
Suzuki as a, hey, let's bring in the old man to give him an American contract as part of his career bucket list, which I'm all down for that. But if the forbidden door is open, bring in Okada or Tanahashi. That's gonna get a pop, or at least the internet's gonna pop.
I guarantee you, all you do, lights off, lights on. He's in the ring. Roof flies off. I know there is no roof, but it's still going to fly off nevertheless.
JC, could they get Ibushi considering he's currently the New Japan champ? Hey, It could happen.
After the death match between Moxley and Omega, stand in the middle of the ring, bloodied and broken. Next thing you know, Bushi comes out, stand in the middle of the ring, both with titles, and then they make out.
And Don Callis going, oh fuck, there goes the God, plan, fuck.
He'll only have the one belt because they're getting rid of the other two.
Yeah, he would be the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship champion, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of them scrapping the history of the big gold belt that they're about to scrap.
Yeah.
Oh wait, didn't you just recently buy a replica of the IC title?
It's literally on my bed.
Like, 2 weeks ago,
Fuck you, Japan. It's like every belt in my collection outside the WWE title is a retired design. Like I literally got it a couple of months ago after taking about almost 6 months to pay the thing.
And fuck you, we're retiring it.
Goddamn Japan.
Damn it.
But yeah, I'm gonna miss just thinking because it is a nice looking belt.
It's a beautiful belt. Both are beautiful, to be fair.
That whatever replaces them, it has to work at least half as good as that because, goddamn, both the IWGP Heavyweight and Continental belts just perfect designs. Absolutely perfect.
It's literally
designs.
a case of could you possibly fuck with the Stanley Cup? That's pretty much what the IWGP title now is. That's how prestigious looking it is.
Yeah.
And literally 2 years ago, they were in New York presenting a new cleaned up version of the what they call the V4. So
And now it is going to be of the past.
apparently.
We're going to get V5.
Oh yeah! No. JC, this raises the question: how is this signing going to be revealed? I'm expecting a formal announcement segment, not an interruption. It's probably what they're gearing towards, but they could do whatever that initial thing happens. I mean, whatever. But they're teasing a big name, and that's what they're doing right now.
That it could be some of these wild names that some people are suggesting is if that Big Show come out, he points to the Tron, and it cuts to somebody cutting a promo via satellite.
Could be that.
And I know who it is. Finally, I figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay, who's going to cut the promo via satellite, Shin?
The best promo cutter of the Attitude Era.
No.
Yeah, right. It's me, Ahmed Johnson.
Oh,
I'm here
God.
to kick some tab.
I can only imagine now.
Kenny Omega, you want? Come in here.
Eat reef.
All the chicken. But I, not man, but Muchon, coming down there, and I'm going to show you. Go in your bathroom, show you all the toilet man in the piece. Chicken.
Sounds about right.
Only thing between you, me, opportunity, and camera air.
I get on to some more
What
insanity.
the fuck did I just hear? It's Ahmed Johnson, but no. That's not the
Speaking of
worst
insanity-
answer, Old Burt, but he's already in the Hall of Fame, not Hall of Fame worthy. But
We could talk about this all night. I think we have to watch before we just go on an hour with this topic because
we could. I think we've gone about 20 minutes, I think.
So, speaking from one bit of insanity to another, Cody Rhodes and Red Velvet versus Shaq and Jade was the match of the night. Who would have called that?
Okay, one, who'd have thunk that? And two, who had Shaquille O'Neal taking a table bump on Wednesday? Put your fucking hand down, you're wrong. And you lie.
Not me. I'm ready to admit it. I did not expect to see what I saw Wednesday night.
Shaq was moving around like a junior heavyweight. Like the way he was just sort of bouncing around, sort of just shucking and jiving. Like, what the hell? When's the last time we've seen him do that?
He was a bit nervous coming into the ring like he did, but those nerves went out the window once he locked up with Cody. He just, his charisma translated very well in the ring. He knew how to sell. He knew how to just present himself as this. He may be old, but he's still way stronger than that. And yes, JC brought up in the chat that tribute to Brody. Just
the power bomb, loved it.
If there was any other so-called celebrity who liked wrestling, they probably wouldn't even know who the hell Brody Lee was. But the mere fact that he not only did his move, but actually did the pose before him, like, oh my God, that's Brody, and like the Brody bomb, and I'm like, Shaq.
By the way, Shaquille O'Neal with the jackknife powerbomb. Who had Shaquille O'Neal throws a better powerbomb than a few people we could probably name that throw shit power bombs.
Kevin Owens.
No, he throws a decent pop up. Let's not drag his name through the mud.
I'm drawing a maybe Brian Cage.
No, Brian Cage throws a good power bomb.
Yeah, Brian. That's what I mean.
Brian Cage does a good power bomb. Kevin Owens does a good power bomb. But either way, Shaquille O'Neal, damn good power bomb, man.
Yeah, because his movement was pretty smooth as well. Like way better than I thought he was just going to be sort of lumbering around like a giant.
Dear Twitch, go fuck yourself. For the rest of the evening, this is not pre-recorded. I do not have the Twitch chat because, I thought the drop frames was a thing. No, the drop frames was on the other side, but they don't want to keep us going. We got disconnected twice the first time we were mid-conversation. The second time, apparently Twitch does not want me to do a wrestling podcast. The world, the universe has conspired to say you will not go live at the important time, good sir. Well, shit. So we're just recording this, and we will be recording this live to tape and all that good stuff. Now, where the fuck were we teed up?
All right, so last we were talking, I was saying that not only was Shaq good in his match, but I was moving on to also complimenting Miss Jade Cargill on her debut.
Yeah, this is one of those things. I'm looking at her, and I'm looking for the inexperience that she may or may not have. She handled herself in a manner that knows what her limitations may be, but she's going to handle herself like with confidence.
I was entirely ready to shit on Jade.
As was I. I was thinking that her and Red Velvet will be a weak link, but from what the action we've seen from her, smooth.
Yeah, it's a bit rough, but there is room to improve, and what there is to improve, I am digging. Like, she didn't try to do no chain wrestling or none of those, no lucha libre style stuff or anything outside of her wheelhouse. She stuck to what her strong suit, which was her size and her power, and she had a great presence in the ring. I will say that.
Drew does a better figure four than The Miz.
Which is impressive in its own right. She kept herself composed. They both kept it very simple, very effective, and yeah, Jade Cargill. There's a lot that she needs to do to keep going and to do things. Let me take this off the thing there. But there's a lot of things that can happen that needs to happen for it to be good. But for now, yeah. I'm not 100% sold on Jade Cargill, but consider myself interested.
Also, rest in peace, Austin Gunn.
Yeah, Austin Gunn took a bump. Took a Shaq bump.
Yeah, Shaq went crazy out there. And I'll just say it like this. When I told my dad that this match was happening, this is the first wrestling match me and my dad watched since Chris Benoit was still alive in wrestling. So that's a long time. And the funny part was my mom was in the other room and she's like, "Turn that shit off. I don't want to see that shit." And then not 5 minutes later, she's like, "What channel is it on?" So me, my mom, and my dad watched the entire match from start to finish. And so that just tells you, and we all agreed that Shaq looked great out there. So the match did exactly what it was supposed to do. It got people watching the product.
Yeah, and it got overall 930,000 viewers for the night, which not a bad number to have.
Folks, NXT's out of the way, they hit 1 million. That's how interested the people were, I'm sure.
Yeah, like I think that, speaking of which, NXT rumor, it's basically all but confirmed that they're going to be moving to Tuesdays following WrestleMania.
Everybody, including Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer, are going, this is NBC Universal saying, hockey's coming to Wednesday, the wrestling goes to Tuesday. This is, and NBC Universal, a lot of people are saying this is a done deal. They're just trying to figure out how to be gentle about it with Vince. This is not going to be gentle. They're not going to be gentle.
Vince never even likes the appearance of losing a battle, let alone, having to be the one to change nights. Like, that is going to be he's going to be throwing stuff, all right, just between first the big show, then this, like, and if someone shows up Sunday who used to be a favorite of his, like, this can be like the worst week ever for Vince.
He's going to fuck up the Performance Center. Like, he will fly down his jet, tell people, get the fuck out of here. And 2 hours later, the whole goddamn thing will be left to a ring and a bunch of rubble.
And I didn't think about it until today. And thinking about it is just kind of sad, really. The last time, remind you, when was the last time we had 2 wrestling shows compete on the same night and one of them capitulates by changing nights?
Impact.
Definitely Impact.
This is basically the second Monday Night Wars, but in reverse. Could you even imagine that WWE would be being beaten so badly on the same night as wrestling that they had to move the show that they were using to compete against the other brand with?
Oh yeah, definitely not something that I would have called a few years ago. That's for certain.
It's crazy to think about it, but here's the thing. This is an NBC Universal decision ultimately, because for those who don't, I believe we might have explained this, and it's been explained more thoroughly than we've done before. But the reality is this: if WWE produces more viewership than hockey on Wednesday, WWE stays on. They're the bigger money maker, and whatever happens. But here's the thing. 600,000, 700,000, almost 800,000, doesn't crack 1 million. Hockey draws what? 3 million people a night?
Between 1 to 3 million.
3 million?
I think it's between 1 and 3 million, somewhere thereabouts, depending on like the game and the teams and popularity and all that.
And all that stuff. Bottom line, it is this: who makes more money? The people who the show that draws more people. That's one. 2, NBC's shit canning their sports channels, so they got contracts, and they don't like losing money either. So they're gonna move their shit to where it was at the USA Network. Now it doesn't affect Raw. Raw's still gonna be on Monday. NXT's still on the USA Network. They still have a contract till I think the next year or something like that. This is pretty simple. Move it to where they could get more people. Tuesday they could get more people. At least that's the theory.
Yeah, I do believe that ratings for both shows will go up.
That's just an inevitability. This is just straight up better for wrestling, and Vince will be dragged kicking and screaming until he gets a paycheck that's a little higher than what he was making a couple of months ago with NXT.
True, but he's still going to see this as a loss, given his ego. He's still going to see this as surrendering to the rival promotion, and that's going to burn him bad.
And you know what? We'll sit here going, and we'll be here sitting and going, good. Bet you're not going to do that again, are you?
Because we've been calling it.
Yeah.
I said it on my best up there. This whole reactionary booking was going to bite them in the ass one day, and their ass has been firmly bit.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
All right, some other stuff that happened on AEW this week. We had Shawn Spears joining FTR after helping them defeat Jurassic Express.
Can we just, before we do anything else, can we just give Tully Blanchard a gold thumbs up for being a trooper and actually looking good for his age in there?
Yeah, he came out wearing the old NWA US title. FTR was wearing the old NWA tag belts.
J.J. Dillon was there.
Yep. You had three of the horsemen. Yep, you had three of the full horsemen in the arena at once.
And yep, that is true.
And Arn Anderson at the end of it, just at the edge of Face Tunnel, his hand cramping up in a figure four fashion.
Mm-hmm. All we're missing is one more.
We just need one more who could complete the quartet.
No, we do not.
Charlotte Flair!
God damn it.
Would you prefer David Flair?
You serious?
Maybe.
You're funny.
Yeah,
David Flair, new horseman.
As what, the stable boy?
Stable boy.
I'll give you the young lion.
I know what I said.
Fuck's sakes.
No, Ric Flair's on a contract, and I believe he just signed a TV contract with WWE over the Lacey Evans deal. Yo.
So we also had Ryo Mizunami winning the women's eliminator tournament. So she is going to be going on to facing Hikaru Shida, and she had a nice little friendly confrontation with Shida after the match.
Friendly, my ass. She slapped the fuck out of her.
Friendly. You know, they kept smiles afterwards.
Oh,
they're like, yeah.
So Japanese friendly. Okay, fair. Yeah, you're right. Strong style friendly. Gotcha.
I'm going to say... Go ahead.
I was like, this, traded some shots back and forth. First, Mizunami hit the first form, then she literally looks at you and goes, "Come on, hit me! Hit me!" And so she did, and they traded back and forth a few times. It's nice and friendly. Little pre-match heat.
A lot of people didn't like this. I can understand there are they had issues with the tournament, but you know what? I'm happy with this because AEW is just subverting your expectations. I mean, when this tournament started, everyone was saying this was going to be Britt Baker's tournament. She was going to win, and she was going to go on and face Shida for the title. She gets taken out in the first or second round? Which one was it?
I believe the second round.
Yeah, she gets taken out in the second round by Nyla Rose, and people thought, okay, that ruins my bracket, but I think Nyla Rose is going to take it, so we're going to have a rematch from last year. And then we got this crazy, insane, awesome wrestler from Japan. They have
a crazy, awesome wrestling match. It may not have been match of the week or match of the night because, as mentioned before, the celebrity tag team match pulled that off. But goddamn, this is a close second.
Like at first I thought, wait, are we sure the Never title isn't up for grabs because they're going ham?
They were heavy-handed in the strikes, yes.
If you squint, you could probably think you were watching Ishii versus Shibata or something.
The comparison is apt, to be fair.
And after that exchange, I went from not knowing who the hell Ryo Izanami was to absolutely loving her. And so with that one exchange, I am very excited to see what they're going to do this Sunday.
Yeah, I've been following this tournament from beginning till now, and I can say Ryu Mizunami definitely a standout of it. Her performance really high quality, and I can't wait to see what she does against Shida.
It's gonna be a sleeper match. Like people are gonna sleep on it because it's 2 names, it's the women's match. But no, this play your cards right. That could be match of the night right there.
And apparently
could be.
And they're very familiar with each other, so Tony, just don't overbook this. Just let them go out there and just have them beat the ever-loving shit out of each other for 15-20 minutes.
I think that should be the plan right there, actually. 15 minutes and, go nuts.
Speaking of going nuts, last week we saw Mox retain the IWGP US Heavyweight title against Kenta, which I think was a shocker to most of us.
Yeah, I think we all had them putting the belt on Kenta, but no, they're staying strong no pun intended, on Jon Moxley, which that's a surprising turn. Did not call that.
I think they're waiting for a crowd before they have Mox drop the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Which might be a while, which means he's going to have a nice and long run with the belt.
And it just makes me realize right now that in the entire short history of the U.S. title, not a single Japanese wrestler has ever held it.
It is the U.S. title.
It's the U.S. belt. It'd be shocking if it didn't.
Yeah, but
it's basically their belt to try to get more Western audiences over.
But most of the champions who have held it were not Americans.
North Americans. They're trying to keep it, foreign, I guess.
Kenny was the first, and he was Canadian, and Jay White held it, and he was New Zealander.
Yeah.
Foreign. They're trying to keep it foreign.
Yeah, it's the Gaijin World title. I think the best way to put it.
Yeah, pretty
it's
much.
The Gaijin World title.
It's essentially what the IC title started off as.
So if they're going to have it drop the belt to a Japanese wrestler, it's got to be a bigger venue and it's got to be a bigger names than Kenta.
Wait till they fill out 10,000, 11,000 again. Save
part of me wants to say Suzuki gets it.
All right, for some bad news tonight, last Wednesday, while there was a nice NWA tribute going on with AEW, around the same time, unfortunately, Jim Crockett Jr. passed away.
Yeah, he passed away of, I believe, natural causes. It's it's a little bit past our eras, obviously, but for those who don't know, he's basically responsible for booking the Mid-Atlantic territory from, I think, the late 70s all the way till before they became WCW officially. Basically, he booked Ric Flair as world champion.
If you were a fan of any of the old Saturday Night 605 on TBS, that was Jim Crockett. Jim Crockett Promotions. That was it. He was booking that.
Then my grandpa was a fan of his.
Yeah. And it's just, he lived for a long time. I think the last update I heard was that he had COVID, and that's what ultimately ended up taking him down after all.
Okay, so I've read the wrong thing, obviously.
I heard that he probably had COVID, which was pretty much the last nail in the coffin because he was also suffering from a whole bunch of other different illnesses and afflictions. And it was basically he was just getting old. He was just suffering from a lot of stuff, and just one last thing knocked him down, unfortunately. Of course, left behind a really large legacy, Saturday Night Wrestling. To this day, when people think of Mid-Atlantic style wrestling, they think of Saturday Night 605 TBS.
World Championship Wrestling before it was World Championship Wrestling, technically.
Indeed.
One thing I also want to bring up, so Matthew Rehwoldt, who former Aiden English, did an interview on Straight Hell with Ross from Cultaholic, and some interesting things popped up. He said he is very open to working with Miro in AEW again, but no more Rusev Day. He does not want to repeat the past. He believes the past is the past, and then you can never recreate it. It will feel artificial to him.
Good point.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so if he wants to come in, he would be open to working with Miro, but they would want to do something new, something fresh. That's what he would want. And he also, because he was also a commentator during his final stint there in WWE, he also revealed some behind-the-scenes tidbits, like how Michael Cole was in charge of it, and the second in command was Tom Phillips.
Hey, that's not a bad pair of bosses, actually. I mean, we do take liberties on taking a dump on Michael Cole, but his job's not exactly the easiest in the world. Like, the three of us, yeah, we could probably do a better job at calling matches, but we would have to call a match, then plug shit, then tell stories. Oh, and in the meanwhile, Vince McMahon's screaming his head off in your ear.
Interesting story about that. So, Aiden English was doing 205 Live.
Mm-hmm.
And funny enough, by the time 205 Live starts recording, Vince is already out of the building. So he didn't have Vince. He had Tom Phillips giving him orders.
Lucky guy.
And he said that when he did work on shows with Vince McMahon, he would have a low, grumbling voice, and he could make out only half of what Vince was saying at a time.
Oh, wow.
So not so much screaming, just sort of like, and he's like, yeah, this person sure wants to win the match. And if you're wondering, if you haven't watched the interview, go ahead. Straight to hell with Matthew Raywald. 100%
Yeah.
I'll watch, even though it's about an hour long, but 100% worth the time. The voice that you hear on television is truly his real voice. His
He's got a bass. He's a bass.
that is his true voice, and it sounds amazing. Here, I could listen to that voice for hours. And apparently, he has his own YouTube channel. I'm gonna have to look that up afterwards.
Yeah, I think you and I both there, bud. I think you and I both.
Sure. Pretty good. I think I'll look it up too.
What's next?
Of course,
there,
we were
Tito?
talking. And of course, we already discussed NWA returning later on this month with the pay-per-view, and the return of NWA Power that's going to be exclusive to Fight TV.
Which kind of explains why they removed all of the NWA stuff on the damn channel.
Which is a shame because I find YouTube to be infinitely more accessible than Fight TV.
1 and 2, that's 10 pounds of gold gone, and that's still a damn good documentary series.
I just hope that they keep around some of the cool music. Like, are they going to bring Dawkins? Bring back Dawkins? Use Dawkins. Dawkins good. Use Dawkins.
Mm-hmm.
Dawkins. And the last thing I have, this motherfucker, the audacity of this motherfucker. He thought he could get away with it. Nope, he didn't. Whole world caught on. That was Mr. Joey Ryan trying to weasel his way back in the wrestling world, but then everyone was like, no, get the fuck out of here. Tony Khan's like, no, I'm pulling all my guys from the show. No, fuck you. All my guys are gone. No, fuck you. They're gone.
So basically a bunch of promoters doing a charity show, and one of those people, Joey Ryan.
And not only that, it was run by Bar Wrestling, which is Joey Ryan's promotion. Apparently, what happened was he used a secondary person to contact all the talent, try to book them for the show without them knowing it's his show. And of course, as soon as, people found out, they started contacting other people that these wrestlers were working for. And Tony Khan's like, I'm pulling them. Nope, they're gone. They're not going there. Nope, they're not. Nope. Fuck off. Nope. They're not going.
Guys, I'm going home. But Kermit doesn't know. It's screw guy home. Screw guy home.
Yep.
Fucking trying to weasel your fucking way into this shit. Fuck you. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
When I first saw that poster, I'm like, oh, nice. They're trying to do a thing. And I see in the corner of my screen, Joey Ryan going, okay, I'm going to step out of the way here because I see a fan. Oh, there's shit. And there it is. It's hitting the fan.
Indeed, it did. Sorry, go ahead.
I was more reminded of the that small 10-second skit from Robot Chicken where the two businessmen are seesawing and the little kid comes up asking if he could join them and he gets cussed out for it. That's basically what happened. hey guys, can I wrestle again? Oh, you go to hell, you little son of a bitch.
See,
Now,
Christopher
we'll
Titus
return-
said it best. When you see the shit up at the fan, you step away from the fan. Joey Ryan did not learn that lesson.
Now, one return that was actually more positively received in the world of wrestling was Big Cass.
Yeah, okay. Say what we will about Enzo Amore. We've said our fill there, but goddamn, boys, I don't know about you, but Cass or Cass Excel looking pretty good.
That's all I wanted from him. I just wanted him to do better, and he's looking better.
He looks like he's ready to rock and roll again. You know, that he's ready to go in there, get his life back, get his career back. Maybe a shot on AEW Dark in about a year or so, you know?
At the very least, I could see him talking shop at Mania 3.
And that will all be a part of my 142-step plan. And once I'm done with it, I'm going to go to Daniel Bryan's house and fart under his covers, and he'll never see it coming.
All a part of the master plan.
Hey, Khaki Dory.
All according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan.
And that's all I have as far as news for the week, unless anyone else would like to interject with their own story.
Shen, you probably have a couple.
A couple.
You got a couple?
Yeah, and the injury bug continues to hit New Japan hard. As has been reported that Kazuchika Okada has been wrestling with 2 separated discs in his lower back.
Fuck!
Jesus Christ.
That's going to take him out for a while.
Yeah, that's a year gone minimum.
Yep, according to the reports, while he was been able to work matches decently well, when he's in the back, he is in phenomenal pain.
Yeah, he should have been out months ago with an injury like that.
Yep, so it has been reported that that sometime soon Okada will be taking some time off to get his back readjusted. So
Jesus Christ, I'd say take the damn night, dude. You've done your part. You've wrestled in 2020. We appreciate the effort and all that stuff. Get yourself healed up, please.
just piss poor timing for them.
Ooh.
Right when we entered one of the most lucrative periods in their history with working with AEW and Impact, most of their top guys are going down with injuries.
Yeah,
I mean,
Hiromu's out.
Hiromu's gone for a year minimum. Okada's gonna have to take a break.
Naito's done.
Naito's done?
Yeah, Naito.
Hey, he's injured too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Naito's
fuck.
Yeah, so that's just not good.
And then you wonder, and then you start to wonder, oh Jesus, maybe we ought to look at that forbidden door and start unlocking it just a little bit there, just a scooch.
Let's see. In other news, in the why are they doing this? Because it sounds stupid news. It is being reported by multiple sources that WWE is now fining wrestlers for slapping their thighs during super kicks.
I did hear about that. Yeah, just
Wait,
last
that fucking shit's real?
according to Dave Meltzer, the last I heard about it from Meltzer was apparently there was a memo sent out, and that was the last anyone heard of it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. There's been multiple websites that have reported it, and they're all saying the same thing. A memo about thigh slaps has been going around, and presumably a few people, there's no names given away, but a few of them have been fined, minor fines, for slapping their legs during super
Which
kicks.
just sounds really dumb because like it's just a thing that people
No,
have
you
been
don't
doing
know. That's
because,
not fucking dumb. That's fucking junior.
like you may not like it,
how
but
fucking I get.
yeah, Matty can't form words. He's so angry.
A fatal error has occurred.
That's part of the impact.
A fatal error has occurred. Would you like to restart Matty 2.0?
Do 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 do. I fines for slap. It's a super kick. It's part of the. Fuck.
Could you imagine if the Young Bucks did go to WWE then?
Oh my
They would
God,
be swimming in fines.
They would have killed Vince McMahon with super kicks.
Like,
3 months
Imagine
in.
all the fines the Young Bucks would have gotten had they actually signed with WWE at this point.
Jesus Christ. And people laugh at me for calling out the women's tag team thing that happened on Wednesday. And I tweeted about it. I was like, meanwhile, at the shit show, double disqualification.
They
And
did
people
a double DQ for real?
For the women's
What?
tag team titles, yeah. Or no, it was by disqualification.
Oh, that's so cheap.
Oh, that is.
People tried to defend that. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna hard it and go right back to watching the good shit. For those who are defending this, by the way, I don't mind you. That's fair enough. Oh, it's a baked-in rematch thing. Okay, fair enough. Here's a better idea: have an actual fucking tag team match. Have a winner, have a loser. You don't want the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winners to get the belts. Fair enough, but at least have a slice of fucking win. And then you wonder why they can't beat AEW.
And people wonder why I'm ambivalent to NXT now. This right here, this is the reason why.
They used to be good, folks. And that is a thing I never thought I would say about NXT.
They used to be good.
That should be a crime, what I just said.
I want to cry, but my tear ducts aren't big enough.
They'd be crocodiles
All right,
for tears anyways.
All right, time to move on to happier stuff, a.k.a. AEW Revolution.
Yeah, we
After
can.
this.
Well, yeah. Who's running this fucking show? Me or you?
We're co-hosts, remember?
That's
Sometimes
fair
I gotta give you a little nudge. Give you a little nudge. A little nudge.
Fair's enough in particular. We're going to take a break. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, I just realized I produced this thing to be a live stream thing. Well, I will edit it. I will have to edit it. I didn't think I would get fucking Twitch not allowing us to go live. My God. We'll be right back. Don't go live.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
I want to know one thing.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
Well, the Rock doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
New 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
We knew once this thing started, you guys would try to hurt us. We knew you pricks would hurt our friends. But we had no idea you would harm our father. You made this thing personal.
You wanna know how we feel about our dad? Our dad is the greatest father in the world. When we were kids, he taught us everything we need to know to be the men that we are today. He taught us about being compassionate to human beings, having empathy. He taught us about faith, family, love. He loved us. He cared for us. Chris, Max, he did all the things that your fathers apparently failed at with you two. Our father taught us us to dream big. And when he couldn't afford to put us through college, he improvised and he built us our own wrestling ring in our backyard with his bare hands. That's the kind of man he is. Our father taught us not to just stand there idly and let someone else do the work for you. You go out there, you bust your ass, and you do it yourself. And that DIY spirit, that is what created the Young Bucks. That is what created being the elite. Hell, that's what helped create this very company. Without our dad, there would be no Young Bucks. Hell, there probably wouldn't be an AEW. You laugh about that, Max, but do you know what that means, Max? No Papa Buck, no AEW. Well, you're probably still at home, living with your parents, unemployed, waiting for a call back from the Rosie O'Donnell show. Oh, and Chris. And Chris, I mean, let's be honest, man. What would you be doing if there was no AEW? Oh, I know. You'd probably be jerking the curtain tonight at the Performance Center. But of all the things our dad taught us, empathy, being compassionate, faith, family, love, he also told us one thing, guys, and that was to stand up for yourselves, and sometimes that means you might have to kick some ass.
Oh! Super kick party there on Jericho and MJF. They're taking on the entire inner circle here.
Back, RVT Entertainment Production, Wrestle Cast. We would be live on Twitch, and David let us to be live on Twitch, but we are on Podomatic, Spotify, YouTube. I believe there'll be a premiere situation. If you're listening to us, hi. We are live on tape from Internet Land. Actually, gotta know Quebec, Richmond, Virginia. I want to say.
No, Virginia Beach.
Virginia. I always thought it was Richmond.
That is way to the west of me.
Virginia Beach, Virginia, and somewhere in the vicinity of Houston, Texas.
Somebody get MJF and Chris Jericho some sutures.
Yeah, that was
because they just got hit with some deep cuts.
Ooh, yeah. Yep. I had to play that because goddamn, what a promo. Mo. Sorry, got stuck on the Mo. Been watching some OSW. I've been watching the V1 playing King Mo in the wrestling games. It's fun as hell.
You got wrestling games. Hey, Nintendo, can you hurry up certifying Retromania?
You're on the clock. Yeah, Sony, Microsoft, everybody else. You guys are on the clock there, bud.
Steamer beat you to the punch by over a week now. Come on. Everyone else is talking about, oh, this is so much fun. Oh, this is one of the greatest arcade experiences of all time. Oh, this.
Yeah, we'd be playing that too if that shit would be console ready. You know, it's not the developer's fault. This is literally a bug or something that they have to fix, but still.
It's just, they're literally just waiting on the console manufacturers to give them the okay. That's all they're waiting for.
Seriously, it's a good game. You can let us play the good game. You can. Yeah, you can. You can, Nintendo. Hurry the fuck up. Don't wait for another fucking direct. Seriously.
Don't give me nightmares if we have to wait for a fucking director to play this game.
Me neither. No. I'm of course I'm joking, but I do not want to do that either. Because we know how long them directs are in betwixt. That being said, boys.
I'm Sakurai. I'm presenting to you, Retromania is going to be a part of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Ooh, oh God. I got the perfect 2. The Road Warriors, man.
The Road Warriors. They're also called the Legion of Doom in some places, but they look very nice. Unfortunately,
you can imagine the combo, the combo's final ultimate smash. You know, Mario on top of Animal's shoulders. You know, Doomsday device decapitates the guy, throws him off the stage. Ooh, what a rush! No, even better. T-Dub, you're gonna love this. Warhorse and Smash confirmed.
Oh yeah, of course, that would be my pick.
Come on.
The next new character for Smash is going to be Warhorse. He's awesome. Why? Because he rules ass.
And he's apparently a former supermarket manager now. If anyone follows him on Twitter, you'll know that whole thing.
He went on a mega rant on Twitter. That being said, boys, we gotta do the thing here. We gotta do the thing. We gotta do the thing. AEW Revolution 2021 from Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida, home of the Jags, as Jim Ross has loved to say. The card we have on Wikipedia is a little thrown off. It's got the World Tag Titles as the main event, as match number 1. So we're going to have to move around a little bit there, boys. But the pre-show has Riho and Thunder Rosa taking on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Rebel in the buy-in.
It's been stated, though, that Rebel might be injured, so she could be replaced.
Yeah, I think this will be a game day decision, of course. So at this point, I'm not going to throw in a prediction just because, at this point, we don't even know. But good luck. Hopefully, Rebel will be fine to take at least one bump.
I would hope she has limited time in the ring because she's never been good per se. However, I do see Britt Baker picking up the victory.
All right, so they have a Casino Tag Team Royale for a future shot at the World Tag Team Championship. The list is long, boys. The list is long.
Considering who's in this, and there's a lot of great tag teams that could potentially take it, my choices. God damn it! It's still.
All right, so let's not throw in a prediction. I'm just going to read who's in there. They have Bear Boulder and Bear Bronson in Bear Country, Reynolds and Silver from the Dark Order, Uno and Steel Grayson, the Inner Circles, Santana and Ortiz, Butcher and the Blade, Private Party, Top Flight, that's Darius Martin and Dante Martin, Death Triangle represented by Pac and Ray Phoenix, Griff Garrison, Brian Pillman, the Varsity Blondes, Seidel, the Seidels, Mike and Matt, SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall, Chaos Project, that is Luther and Serpentico, Austin and Colton Gunn, the Gun Club, the Dark Orders, Alan Angels and Preston Vance, and Pretty Peter Avalon and Cesar Bononi.
Lots of teams.
My top picks would have to be just from an in-ring perspective to go up against the Bucks would be either Uno and Stu, Silver and Reynolds, P&P, and is Jurassic Express in this?
They are not.
Oh, then. Well, those are the only tag teams. If I had to pick one, it's one of those tag teams I just named.
Fair enough. I'll go in with that one.
I'm gonna go with Silver Reynolds.
All right, so I'm gonna skip this next one because they have the exploding barbed wire match next in there. But that's not. We have to jump around a little bit. That's not the next match. That exploding barbed wire death match. That's the main. That has to be the main. Cody Rhodes.
But that's not next.
Sorry.
Nope, you skipped one. Skipped one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Miro and Kip Sabian taking on best friends Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. Miro's winning.
I think Miro is going to pick the victory by giving Charles yet another game over.
Yeah.
Say Miro and Kip win, but I want to say Charles turns.
No!
That's what I'm feeling. I think Miro Sabian wins via turning from Charles the Butler.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, now we skip the main because it's going to be at the top here. We have the face of the Revolution ladder match. The winner gets a shot at the TNT Championship. Cody Rhodes, Scorpio Sky, Penta, El Zero Miedo, Lance Archer, Max Caster, and an opponent, a participant to be announced.
Look in my eyes, what do you see?
Let T-Dub sing, folks. It's baked in his running gag routine.
If I had to pick, it's not Cody. I'm not gonna give it to Cody. Cody is, if he's gonna put someone over for that title, he's not gonna do a ladder match. Scorpio's been doing some heelish stuff, like when he was on commentary for Dynamite this week. He was sounding extremely, extremely heelish. So it's possible.
Reminded me of his Wrestle Circus days.
Yeah, he might, if they're going with heel Scorpio Sky, I can see him winning. But my original choice, one of the Lucha Bros.
That'll be Penta Zero Miedo in this match.
And Ray Phoenix is not in this, my bad. But so either Penta or Lance.
All right, interesting. I'm going to go with. We've already seen Cody and Darby Allin run that gambit as much as they. Let's move on to somebody new. So I could either see Scorpio or Penta or the mystery participants.
Yeah, Scorpio, Penta, or the opponent to be announced. Of course, depending on the severity of the surprise, of course. But I could see either one work. All right, are we still live? No, we're not. Well, I'm used to being live here. It's been a few years since we've done a pre-recorded bit there. Hangman Adam Page versus Big Money Matt Hardy. It's a big money match. The winner receives the loser's 2021 first quarter earnings.
I'm gonna go with Hangman Page.
Lots of shenanigans in this match, but I see Hangman winning with a little bit of help from the Dark Order.
Yeah.
And you do a whole bunch of vignettes with Hangman with all the match money on being the Elite.
And he could use that money to help fund pretty much anything that the Dark Order wants to do.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this is it. I think this is going to be the match where Hangman finally joins the Dark Order.
I think they wanted to reserve that pop for pay-per-view. That makes sense. It makes all the sense in the world. Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes.
Don't do me that to me, man.
Where's win on you? You're the one. You're the host, man.
All right, fair enough. I got Hangman Page.
Okay, Hangman all around. Okay.
Yep, we all picked the Hung Man.
Yes, we do. All right, next up, Hikaru Shida taking on Ryo Mizunami for the Women's World Championship.
I'd love to see Anarchy get a run, but I don't think this is her time. Although the story that Excalibur told where in 2019 she was starting to get thoughts of retirement, but she came to AEW, felt the passion of the audience, and that just drove a fire right under her, gave her new passion for pro wrestling. So it should be one hell of a match. So to me, I still think Shida's going to win, but
it's going to be a banger. It will be a banger.
Yeah, it's going to be a contender for match of the night.
Ooh, absolutely.
In terms of just pure straight up wrestling. But as for a pick, I'm with T-Dub. I would love to see Ryo get a run with the title because I just enjoy her. She just has that Okada swag about her when she comes out. and she has the swag of Okada, but she hits like fucking Ishii. So she would be I would just want her to stick around because she just makes a great addition to the women's roster, which is very much needed at this point. But smart money, Shida.
Yeah, and that's where I'm going with Shida. But this will be a hard hitter. If Nyla, if her finals match with Nyla has anything to say about what this kind of match we're going to get here, Ryu Mizunami will make it a good night for professional wrestling. Maybe not a good night for Hikaru or Shida, but yeah, Shida will retain for sure. Team Taz, Brian Cage, Ricky Starks taking on Darby Allin and Sting in a street fight. Sting's first match since 2014, Night of Champions.
This is going to be a crazy match.
Or is it 2015?
It was in 2015 because he debuted in WWE 15, which came out in 2014. So it's been 5.5 years.
Still a long fucking time.
It's going to be a very crazy match, but part of me wants to say to give it to the father and son, but part of me also thinks Team Taz might sneak a win on this one. I'm not sure.
I would say Darby and Sting are going to win to keep Darby strong as the TNT champion.
Yeah, 2015. He debuted at Survivor Series 2014. His first match was WrestleMania in 2015. His last was in 2015, of course. So, yeah, long ass time. But yeah, Sting and Darby to win.
Yay!
That's what I'm calling. World Tag Team Championship. The Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson taking on Inner Circles, Chris Jericho and Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Wardlow at ringside. Keep the belt on the Bucks would be the safe call, but I think those four will produce a damn good match.
I'm calling Jericho and MJF to steal one.
Really?
I say Bucks win, but only from outside interference from Sammy.
That could very well happen.
That might be how they do it, actually. Yeah.
I could see that, but I could also see MJF and Jericho just with all the members of the Inner Circle constantly interfering. I could see them getting that victory.
True.
Either way, as May said, it's going to be a banger. I believe you said that as well.
Yep.
It's going to be a hell of a match.
Absolutely. And last but certainly not least, the main event of the evening. Kenny Omega defends the AEW World Heavyweight Championship with Don Callis, though I don't think he'll stick around too long, against Jon Moxley in an exploding barbed wire death match. Ropes will be on. They'll be wrapped in barbed wire. There will be explosions.
Let's read the official rules per Kenny Omega's Twitter. Quote, the three sides of the ring ropes will be wrapped in barbed wire. Contact with barbed wire triggers explosives on corresponding side. Triple hell, 3 zones on the floor wired to explosives. 30-minute countdown timer until all explosives in and around the ring explode with a nice drawing on what looks like a napkin.
I think I have not seen the tweet yet, but I will need to research that. But yeah,
9:52 tonight.
Oh, so we just missed it. Okay.
Yeah, it's got a nice little diagram.
By the way, you're not close to your mic. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah. Yep. I see.
By the way, if this match is received well enough, I would love to see it recreated in the upcoming video game.
Oh, yeah. This match is going to be... This match will literally blow up Jim Cornette's brain.
And
of course.
Nothing of value will be lost.
Of course.
And of course, speaking of people considered legendary figures, Atsushi Onita appeared on Dynamite this week to help promote the match.
Which, by the way, that was a boss. That was a boss thing. They didn't just have him with an interview to have him put over the match. They also showed clips of Onita during his time with these matches
just to let the audience know this is what you're getting yourself in for.
You're paying a lot of money to watch two people pretty much bleed.
Yep.
Renee Paquette is cursing at AEW every day since this decision has been made.
Yep. Mox is gonna have the time of his life, but after this, he is sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, though he's been he'll be sleeping.
Japan.
He's been sleeping since the damn match was signed.
Oh, he's sleeping in the couch in Japan.
Oh shit!
He's sleeping on Shooter's couch.
Yeah, he's sleeping on Shooter's couch. And where will Shooter sleep? On the floor.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a blow off to a feud, have a literal.
If you can't do Hell in a Cell, then bring hell. God damn it! Let's just fuck it.
Yep, but Kenny's gonna win.
Yeah, Kenny's probably going to win.
Kenny
So John,
retain it. It only makes sense to keep the belt on Kenny for now. Build the final boss up.
Yep. So that way Mox can go home to Renee and try to keep her all nice and good until the baby is born.
I think that's the reason why they're doing that. It's the blow off and a reason to get Mox off TV for a little while. Makes sense.
If there's ever a reason to see someone believably leave TV for several months, I think
it's losing an exploding barbed wire death match.
This needs to be an absolute war. This needs to be Armageddon and the apocalypse and Ragnarok, wrapped in barbed wire.
Dude, exploding barbed wire death match.
Oh, I'm ready. As a death match fan, I'm ready.
Dude, we don't need the expectations. Like, the expectations are there. There will be barbed wire, shit's gonna blow up, and two dudes are gonna be tired as hell.
I want to see a match so brutal that Joey Janela and Darby Allin are in the front row pleasuring themselves to the abject violence that they're witnessing. I wanted that levels of stuff. That's how deep I want it.
You're welcome, Matty.
Wait, y'all welcome for what?
For that image that Shintigercurl put in your head.
Yes, it's staying in your it's going to be in your mind now. You can't get rid of it.
Well, the only thing I could say to this is simply this. See you in your nightmares, kids. Let's do winners and losers, boys. Shin, I don't know if there's a D-cell in there, but it feels like there might be a D-cell in there.
D-cell, definitely. Not for any wrestling news, but...
Oh, can I guess who it is?
Let me guess. He has white hair and is stuck in a wheelchair.
No, wait, what?
He's talking about a certain person of Texas origin.
Yes, D-cell Battery Award goes to, for now, Governor Greg Abbott for relaxing the COVID-19 conditions, making it and removing the mask mandate that will go into effect on March 10th, effectively putting millions of Texans in danger. All because he wants to overlook the fact that he fucked up during the winter storm. Greg Abbott, my mother used to be your nurse. She used to clean your shit when you were doing physical therapy, and she is disappointed in you. So enjoy your time in office. Hopefully this year we will wheel your ass out of the Capitol so we don't have to deal with you anymore. Now, as for my losers,
I honestly thought you would have Soldier Boy in the D-cell slot.
Oh, don't worry. No, Soldier Boy's just stupid.
Oh,
he's a loser because, yeah.
Okay then.
Soldier Boy, it's bad enough that you don't even know that you tried to steal games from Nintendo and didn't expect them to come after your ass and didn't know what fucking licensed games meant. And people still call you a fucking business genius, but to have the gall to start calling out wrestlers, we may not be a big fan of Randy Orton, but we're pretty sure Randy Orton can beat the shit out of you. So do whatever it is you do. That one-hit wonder you had, 10, 15 years ago dried up or whatever, and just leave wrestling alone, or leave wrestling to the big boys and just go back to living with your dad. I don't know. Other losers include NXT for moving out of Wednesday night, and WWE for fining people for slapping their thighs for super kicks. And I'm done.
Slapping my thigh, fine me. Tita.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give a loser to WWE for that story. I mean, come the fuck on. Just, I have no words. Like Matty did earlier.
Actually, no, I got words. Stupid. Eh? Stupid.
And Kofi Kingston is having flashbacks.
We apologize, Mr. Kingston. We apologize. Mr. 24/7, I apologize.
Matty, your losers, please.
I got one. I got two. Soulja Boy, because he was a fucking idiot. And WWE for the leg slap story, and NXT moving to Tuesday. Allegedly, for now, but it's all but confirmed. Let's be honest. No, I honestly thought you would have put Soulja Boy being a fucking idiot in the D-cell battery. I had that. I would have bet money.
No.
I would have lost money on that.
When compared to Greg Abbott putting us all in danger because he wants to cover up his own fuck up, Soulja Boy being an absolute him being a dumbass is no surprise. He's always been a dumbass.
Yeah, true.
Remember, this is the same guy who wore a remote control car covered in diamonds as a chain around his neck.
What a fucking mark. Look, next time we keep the politics off, unless they really fucking deserve it.
He really deserved it.
Oh, he deserved it.
Oh, no,
Mr.
I'm not
Abbott
denying
deserved
that, but just future reference. I don't want to get letters from Texas now. Anyway, let's do winners, boys. Let's do winners.
Obvious winner goes to the obvious. AEW for an amazing Dynamite. I mean, months ago, we were saying how the Jade Cargill and Shaq match would be shit, and here we are singing his praises. God damn, they put on a great match. Shaq taking a table bump was amazing. And then the entire show was is building up to what's going to be an amazing Revolution, which is also my winner. Revolution is shaping up to be one of, again, the best pay-per-view of the year. And hopefully they'll keep this trend going. And I think that's about it for my winners.
D-Dub?
First off, me, because I was the only one optimistic about this tag team match.
Yeah. You stuck it out.
Because I'm always right.
No.
Who here called Jinder Mahal becoming world champion? Who?
You were joking about that, and you know it.
It still came true.
Regardless if it came true or not, you were fucking around. You were fucking kidding, sir.
Oh, praise the modern day Maharaja.
I'm not even going to try to argue with him. He knows he was fucking kidding. Move on.
All right, so for my true winners this week, got to give one to Shaq and Jade Cargill for their excellent contest, as well as Cody and Red Velvet for being able to lead the match. Mm-hmm. Great job there. Huge future for Red Velvet, I'm certain.
Oh, absolutely.
And of course, you have to give one to Eric B. Always showing up to piss off Chris Jericho.
Yep.
Old Sleazy E.
Old Sleazy Easy E with the good burns. Well, I kept it
I always love it. I always love it whenever it's like, now we know that if Chris Jericho has any sort of conference, just gotta wait it out. He's gonna show up. It's gonna be great.
Instant comedy. Just add Eric Bischoff. Who knew, gentlemen? All right, well, I got to keep it simple. I believe there is a button I need to press, and I believe for me and Shintigercurl, I believe this is appropriate. So let me just hit this here real quick.
That's damn good crow. A little heavy on the humiliation, but still damn good. Crow.
Yeah, yeah, Jade Cargill and Shaquille O'Neal. I didn't even think I did not even believe Shaquille O'Neal had a wrestling match in him. Guess what? He had a damn good tag. Jade Cargill, like I said at the beginning of the show before we got rudely interrupted by Twitch, I'll say what I will about Jade Cargill. There's still a long road ahead. I still need some more evidence to be completely sold on Jade, but this was her first match on TV. The thumb is up. But also, winner needs to be given to Cody Red Velvet, because it takes, in this case, 2 more to tango. Who knows what happens under the hands of less experienced, or at least less adept or less skilled people. And Shaq who had Shaq with a fucking power bomb and a table bump? Seriously, put your hand down.
That's right. Everybody expects nothing else. That's what you got. I'm going to be the best wrestler in the world, just like I'm the best basketball player in the world. That's me, Shaq Daddy. Dig it.
And of course, I have Atsuchi Onita, because White did not expect that either. AEW in general for just a wonderful show. It may have petered out at the end of it, of course, and the fact that we didn't have a main event, a Mox Omega angle outside of just a pre-tape, kind of sus there. But I think they're selling the match as what it is. I think at that point that's better than nothing. And Tully Blanchard, looking good in there. Even in a 6-man tag, he looked good. So fair play. And of course, JJ Dillon for showing up, because it's JJ goddamn Dillon. Why not? My hand's cramping up in the 4 again. I don't know about you guys. Don't know about you guys. All right, that being said, we're done, boys. We got to plug some stuff.
Okay, time to plug some stuff. And my stuff is Maxicorn on YouTube, where I do all the best Warmahort lore videos that you could ever want. And also, tomorrow night, I will be doing the next scenario of Pathfinder Adventures, the digital card game, featuring none other than a party consisting of the man with the guitar, Card Junkie, the best friend in the world, Gabriella, everyone's favorite fangirl, Pugsley, Mr. Matty J of the Wrestle Cast, and TWK, who can hopefully redeem himself after that shitty where he got killed.
Listen, cat TikToks, man. Cat TikToks.
Keep that up, and I'm going to let you get killed next time.
If I didn't die. Matty!
D-Dub. Your own damn fault, and you know it. Rolling like Mike Shell. Who throws a gun shield? Seriously. Okay, that's a deep cut.
Mike
I
Shell.
do apologize. Anyway, T-Dub, new videos. You got one?
Still waiting for Retromania Wrestling to be released.
Yeah,
If it takes,
you kind of need that.
Still waiting for Retromania Wrestling to be released, but if it takes too long, I might have to improvise.
Well, whatever the new one pops up, you could see it a little bit early by going to patreon.com/TWK reviews. For me, you know the deal. I'm on TikTok. Won my promo battle this week. Yay! You can follow me at MattyJWC. Of course, PayPal.me/MattyJ316s. I can't do it tonight, folks. I'm sorry. Donations are optional, but always welcome. That's what I meant to say. We're on Twitter at MattyJ316, at TWKOfficial, at Shintigercurl. And of course, if you got questions for us, you could send it to them, thewrestlecast@gmail.com. If we have time, we always answer. And we always do a Q&A, and it always takes a couple minutes, a couple seconds because of the delay. So we will answer if we can. But that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you very much for tuning in, and I do apologize for the not live stuff. Twitch was being a bitch this evening. On behalf of everybody, including Shintigercurl,
Wonton Stew,
and of course TWK.
So next up, this is TWK of TWK Reviews, telling you that I'm TWK and I'm awesome!
Translation, work your goddamn gimmick. My name's Matty J. Remind you to tell professional wrestling, support independent promotion as soon as possible. We will do better next week, I promise. Or at least I hope.
Yes. Do better.
Help Pro Wrestling support your independent promotion as soon as possible. We shall talk to you next week, folks. Bye, everybody. Bye.
The only reason you were WWE champion for a year is because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesday.
Later.